want some magic powers?
A way to unclose the circuit of magic, madness, and sadness.
Wizards only, fools.
What's the magic made out of, ding dong?
Wizards brawl over it in the street, a crown that eats the mind of whoever puts it on. And somewhere in some tiny room, a talking shadow grants wishes and wrecks lives with them.
Who runs on magic?
But Princess Bubblegum would say otherwise. Which is funny because she's the smartest and even oldest being, or at least close to it. And yet, she doesn't believe in magic. Why is that? She was cursed by magic, hunted by magic, nearly killed by magic. If you told me that magic runs almost everything in OOO, I'd believe it. Yet she still won't admit or use the word. Weird, right? Why is she being difficult? Why? Think about it. There's something to that. So I wanted to humor her. For the next 15 minutes-ish, I'm putting on her worldview goggles and looking at it through her eyes. How much magic can we make sense of in OOO? And why is she so adamant of not believing in it? And I'll be honest with you now, she gets a lot further than you think. Buckle up, adventurers. Magic in OOO shows up in completely different ways. The first one is the land itself.
Why does OOO look like a 4-way pizza?
Trees that talk.
Ugly tramp.
Abandoned dungeons. Goblins. Vampires. Talking animals.
James, Bergster.
Talking food. That guy. And then this guy. In a singing music hole. Everywhere in OOO, magic comes in all sorts of bizarre shapes and sizes. Then there's the other kind. The type you can get your hands on rather easily, but with a cost.
I can't take them off. I guess they're cursed. Still pretty cool though.
Like the crown granting you vast ice powers, but turning you into a bearded, crazy old man for the price. Or worshipping a powerful primordial can grant you dark powers with the price probably being your entire life force. Or fueling your insanity just enough could maybe land you a cute conjuring spell. Or you could just buy magic items from some obviously sketchy people. And then, just to be annoying about it, the show drops a third pile on the table. Beings that live outside of time. A room where wishes come true. People who can tear a hole in reality and walk through it. Magic seems to be the main frame that helps OOO keep spinning. Give life to the whimsicalness we all know and grew up with. It's like walking through a door, but as soon as you pass through, you either end up missing a limb or growing a new one. And don't question it. It just works. But well, Princess Bubblegum is going to expose each one with science.
I don't believe in
Magic.
I believe in science.
The planet is made of magic.
Weeds!
Are you forgetting the mushroom war? The green comet? An event like that can cause unimaginable effects at a catastrophic scale. The humans? Episodes like Marcy and Simon and James. They turn into immortal, mindless, gooey zombies. Or fishy humanoids living in caves like in Susan Strong. Or sadly perish because their bodies couldn't handle sudden environmental change. The Lich? An actual gold-worshipping zealot who just happens to be on the exact spot where the bomb landed, absorbing most of the radiation, turning into the death god we know. Every landscape, flora and fauna slowly morphed into whimsical OOO. In fact, it's happened to our own planet 5 times. You remember the dinosaurs 66 million years ago? A giant meteor wiped them out. Then we humans took over after mutating from our primate bodies. Though I don't actually believe that. And if you think 1,000 years is too fast, she'd clap back and point out that evolution doesn't actually evolve at a steady pace. It's just random. And if you told her, come on, look at the creatures, they're too weird to be natural. Well, Earth's oceans 500 million years ago were full of weird things. Like this thing, that thing, or even this weird critter. OOO's landscape can be explained if you just unearthed what actually transformed it in the first place. Most often, it's caused by a big bang, like the comets or mushroom bomb. Every single time life gets flattened, a feral thing is next to take over from the wreckage. Now why and how do these feral things call themselves wizards and start calling it magic whenever they shoot fireballs out of thin air?
Nothing messes me up.
I don't believe that.
Magic, madness, and sadness. Wizards only, fools. Explain that. Cheap parlor tricks. There are a few ways to obtain magic. 1. Getting magical items from some sketchy dude. 2. Just drop your insanity to -100. From staffs, robes, to hats that have no business being that tall. Magic items are just lost tech from a bygone era these wizards somehow stumble upon. Sure, wizards are able to invent them like the ice crown and the grass sword, but doesn't that just make them more like genius craftsmen? I struggle to see the difference between Evergreen and Dr. Gross from pre-reboot. So what about those wizards who don't need incantations or a wand, relying on their madness and sadness to cast their magic? Like Giuseppe, Magic Man, or that naked old guy? Even Evergreen. They're all mutants who've been morphed by the radiation. The MMS rule, that's just placebo to hide the fact that you already have the innate ability to shoot fireballs. But there is another way to obtain magic, and that's if you've offered yourself to a cosmic being, just like Huntress Wizard, to gain all her forest powers. Now this is a different realm of magic. How's she going to make sense of all of that?
That's fairy tale woohoo!
I wish the Lich never even ever existed.
It's thought that wish magic is one of the ultimate forms of magic.
Wish magic is really the real deal.
Just meet Prismo, a cosmic being who grants wishes, and he isn't the only one who grants wishes. Then there are the primordials, ancient beings that the Lich says exist out of time itself. We had 2 already show up in OOO. Demonic. And then we have the top of the food chain, Golb and Malice, masters of chaos and harmony trying to one-up each other to tip the balance. Come Along With Me already showed us firsthand what a chaos drive-by looks like, and wish magic is just a speck to their enormous power. You can dissect a wizard, but dissecting entities that live outside of time or even grant wishes? Good luck, PB. I admit, there are some forces that can't be explained, but I want to clear up a few things. Prismo's wish magic doesn't work like a genie in a lamp. If the wish won't fit in this timeline, he spins one up where it does. That's how Finn, wishing the Lich away, built Farmworld instead of fixing anything. Golb and Malice? They are also the closest to Mother Nature. Unstoppable forces, but they aren't even gods themselves. We just call them that because we can't explain what they exactly are, when they're just really old creatures that somehow obtained immortality. But no one said they couldn't be killed either. You just know it's out there and you build around it. So when magic is actually real in Adventure Time, why is she still so adamant of not believing in it?
Stupid wizards.
Rewind back to memory lane and rewatch all the episodes of Bonnie in it. You'll see a clearer picture. She was spawned with the Mother Gum into the ruins of a dead world. No parents, no instructions, one fragile little brother named Nettie to keep alive, and it forced her to think on her feet. Day 1. Survival on hard mode. Thankfully, our girl grew and found herself a place to live, while somehow keeping Nettie stable. No magic, just her wits alone. Then she wanted a family. It was great for a time. Then they betrayed her and one of them nearly dum-dum juiced her. Thanks to their hubris, they dum-dummed themselves. It was a close call. But seeing the 3, it gave her an idea. That's when every candy person built after that day was made simple on purpose. And she's made a lot of them. Everything in her life that could be tested, she tested. The one thing with no experiment is whether the people you make will love you back. So she stopped testing it and started manufacturing the answer. So now, go back to the word. In Wizards Only Fools, she asks a potion dealer one simple question. How does the cold spell work? And what's in it? That's 2 questions, by the way. His answer, it's just magic.
It works by magic. It's a spell.
She rages. It frustrates her so much that he can't even explain how his magic works. Like, why is it shooting fireballs? Magic. How is he able to teleport from A to B? Magic. How did Marceline turn into a giant bat? Magic. It's like the second somebody says that word, the question closes and you're expected to take their word for it. This is why Bubblegum disrespects wizards so much, and to anybody concluding the unknown without digging deeper. For someone who's lived for 8 centuries and built her own kingdom, that's just lazy. So how many of these did she actually get right? And did it even help her? That's her whole verdict on the word. And look how far it carried her. The land, a bomb, a comet, in 1,000 years with nothing around to stop it. Evolution in a hurry. The wizards, lost tech, hand-me-down gear, and mutants who don't know what the radiation did to them. Craftsmen with better props. The ones above? Very old things that follow rules they can't break. And rules are her first language. So why won't she say the word?
Why are you being so cagey?
Because magic is the sound a question makes when it stops. Every time somebody says it to her, she's being asked to take their word for it. And the last person she took at their word was mixing her a drink. Huntress Wizard got her power by handing herself over to something she couldn't explain. Bonnie has never once been able to do that. And that held for 800 years, right up until the end of the world. Golb is in the sky eating everything. And nothing anybody engineered is doing a thing. Then, Bimo sits down beside Jake, who he thinks is dying, and sings him a song about time. And it hurts Golb. Bubblegum is the one who works out why. Golb is discord, so harmony is a weapon. She says it out loud, mid-apocalypse, and she's correct. So she sings. Marceline sings. Huntress Wizard sings. Lemongrab, Flame Princess, Lumpy Space Princess. Every kingdom she'd ever argued with on the same 8 bars. And it works. It buys the time that saves Simon and ends the war. Right, again, her method one last time, no magic required. But look at what her method needed in order to run. A little robot who loves his family. A song about love. 15 people wanting the same thing at the same time. She can tell you precisely why harmony beat discord. She cannot tell you why anybody showed up to sing. There's no test for that. You don't get a control group on people choosing each other. And then she does the thing she'd avoided for 8 centuries. She kisses Marceline. No hypothesis, no trial, no way to check it first. So she was never being difficult. She was right about all 3. She made sense of every single thing in OOO. Not one of those answers ever told her what it was for. The song did. This whole video, we've been standing inside her head. There's an entire kingdom living inside her walls that never got that option. Made simple on purpose. Tracked. Watched all day by the person who built them. One of them worked it out and faked his own death to get past the gate. That's your life sucks as a candy citizen right here. One day inside those walls from their side of it. See you there, adventurers.
Magic!
Ding dong.
Magic!
Ding dong.
Wizards only, fools.